Hey, how's it going? I have another thing to show you. This is something I got at the recent Devo Fan Convention in Ohio. It's called Devotional. It's been going on for 20 plus years. And I met a friend of mine there who I haven't seen in a while. He's from Ohio, and his name is Dave Schall, otherwise known as Food Fortunata, and he is most well known for being in the band called Sockeye. Now, if you don't know who Sockeye is, that's fine. Not many people do. And those people who do know are pretty much weirdos. I've been a fan of Sockeye for decades, as long as I've known Dave. And so anyway, I saw Dave at Devotional, and he was selling a record by a new band of his called 100-Story Building, Drowning in CUM. Now, very similar to Sockeye, very punk rock, very silly, very ridiculous, very juvenile, very good. And so I bought this from him, and this is like a custom-made cover. This is a spray-painted random album cover, spray-painted on both sides with artwork glued to it. This is actually glued to the cover. So I bought this because I love Dave and I love what he does with music. So I bought one, I took it home, and then I liked it so much that I asked Dave, look, how many other versions of this are there? Because typically these days there's at least a couple of different variations of pressings. And he said, well, I'll send them to you. And he did. And there's like at least a half a dozen variations in here of 100-Story Building, Drowning in CUM. And so we're going to look at that right now, and we're going to do some needle drops too. And so don't be scared. Here we go. Okay, everybody, the moment we've been waiting for. There are several variations of this wonderful rock and roll album by the band 100-Story Building, Drowning in CUM. I'm getting ready to show you right now what I was sent from the beautiful Food Fortunata, aka Dave Schall, of many bands, but especially of the band Sockeye and this band right here. So here we go. What do we got? Now, this is probably just packing material. This is a cover of a band called Breathalyzer. I'm guessing this is a split record with this band here. That band's on one side of the record, and this band's on the other. Of course, the record is not in here, but it is beautiful packing material, if you ask me. Breathalyzer. Look them up if you don't know, because they're the evilest. The most evil, the most dark, as you can tell. So, let's get to the real stuff here. Variation number one out of the box looks to be similar to the one you saw at the beginning of this video. It's a paste-on cover. The actual album cover looks like a reclaimed random vinyl, probably a thrift store find or something. And then it's got the graphics glued to the front and back. Different than the other version I have. It's peeling off there a little bit. Look at that. You can tell it's DIY. And look at the paint there inside the cover. You can tell this is all hand done. You know, beautiful art there. Beautiful art. So this is another version. There's a little bit of paint right there. That's nice. Hand painted, hand glued, and hand thrown away by most people, probably. There's one version. Now, look at this variation. Now, this seems to be the same idea of the graphic stuck to the cover, but this one's duct taped. Duct taped, looks like red duct tape with yellow duct tape on top of it. And wait a second, I think I'm looking at something here. Aha! Look, see the bottom of that cover right there? Looks a lot like this, doesn't it? So it's a reclaimed Breathalyzer cover. And now it's a 100-Story Building cover, and I think it's fantastic. Now, I didn't show you the other one, but all the labels look the same. All the center labels, is what I'm told. And they all come with this beautiful lyric insert. And as you can see there's the beautiful band. Look at those guys. They've seen some things in their life. So yeah, each record comes with the same inserts, and also the stuff that's falling out here. If you're lucky, you could get some 100-Story Building Drowning in CUM stickers. If you're lucky. Now, information on where to order this record will be in the description of this video. Okay, so there's another pressing. So that's two we've seen out of this box so far. Now, coming up here is, well, this looks like another hand painted record cover with some various interesting things glued to it there. A reclaimed cover of some sort, possibly another breathalyzer cover, who knows? There's Jesus, and there's a dinosaur, and there's a doggy. And let's just see. It doesn't say anything about the name of the band or anything on the cover. Maybe that's the variation, you know, variation with no mention of band or title on cover. So there's another one. And now look at this one. This is quite interesting. This is the die-cut DJ cover version with actual, you know, hand drawing by Food Fortunata on the cover. There's the title of there's the band, there's the trephination hole right there, and there is the great tagline that this band uses: elderly juvenile delinquents on parade. And then the back, nice, very nice tattoo idea for you guys who are into tattoos. That would probably be a good one right there. Full back, or maybe right down the arm. I don't know. And then there's the track list and the credits. And I like this one a lot. I like that one a lot. It's pretty snazzy. Let's just take it out of the thing. We've taken all the other ones out. Okay, now, this one here. Now, this one, I can tell you, is the, I guess what you would call the standard retail version of 100-story building, Drowning in Cum. This is the actual printed, factory-made printed cover. A real deal, not a handmade version. Again, the same inserts, the same center label, all that stuff is the same. And this is pretty nice, pretty slick. And I like the artwork, and especially that. That's great. So this is the one that is probably going to be the easiest for you to find if you're looking for such good rock and roll as this. And Wheelchair Full of Old Men Records. That's Sockeye's longtime label. That's a wonderful graphic right there. And you should look for more on that label. Now here's the last one, and probably the most incredible. Now this is the special, very special pressing of the album that is hand-painted on the cover. And as you can tell, on the back and the front, there are floor tile samples glued to the cover. That's floor tile right there. The floor tile version, everybody. And of course, oh man, it's a heavy cover. It's got the same record and everything inside. That is very heavy. 2 tile samples on there. So that is probably the rarest version of all these records. All right, everybody, now that I've shown you all the variations, let's do some needle drops on this bad boy. All right, everybody, the first needle drop on this is going to be a song called Tour Song. Okay, here we go.
Because
All right, let's do one more. Okay, here's the second needle drop on this record, and it's going to be this song, Deep Purple Dad. Here we go. All right. And like I said, if you're talking about real rock and roll, you may want to start talking about 100-story building drowning, absolutely drowning in cum. And again, where do you find this? Where can you order this? It's going to say probably right here on the screen and also in the description below. I want to thank all of you for watching. And thank you, Dave, Food Fortunata, for blessing me with this incredible rock and roll.